So I checked, and Parabellum does mean a gun and a bullet. It's the name of the gun and a bullet, I'm pretty sure. So I checked it up. I was right. Anyway, moving on with this review. I have a mixed feelings on this movie. So I'm gonna, the best way that I thought I could express my thoughts on this movie is break it down into its three acts. Okay, which is what I'm gonna try and do to try and get through everything as quickly and as efficiently as possible, because I have a lot of opinions on this movie. So for the first act, I'm gonna say that it's the best part of the movie. It picks up right after chapter 2, as he's trying to escape New York, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a spoiler. And it was simply the best part of the movie because it had the best action scenes in the movie. There are some great action scenes in the third act as well, and some great action. One particular good action scene with Halle Berry in the second act. So they're all good. It's just the first act was so well done that all the other action scenes just never lived up to how well they were done in the first act. So the first act, in my opinion, best part of the movie, which is weird to say because most third acts are the setup, right? My problem though, not really a problem, but what I am either or on is the second act. The second act is what I had to really sit back and think about, because there are some things, as I said, that I'm either or on. Some things that I definitely liked, but don't know if they were the best part of the movie or not. And one of them being that the pacing really slowed down. The pacing in the first act was just boom, 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 happening really fast, all in your face, and it was fucking awesome. It was amazing. Okay? That first act really sucks you into the movie. But you can almost immediately tell when it gets to the second act, because the movie almost immediately just slows down. You just feel it, okay? The second act has so much in it. The story in the second act has so many twists and turns where characters go on a mission and then they agree to do something and then they go back on that agreement and then they end up getting... Alright, so upon editing this video, I realized that what I was just about to say was major spoilers, even though who I was talking about I didn't actually explicitly name, but... yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of the movies, you would have been able to decipher exactly who I was talking about. Anyway, moving on with the story, which I will try to talk about without spoiling. But first, Halle Berry. She was a fine addition to this movie. I liked her. I really had no problems with her character or her part in the movie. She wasn't in it that much though. She was kind of just in it for a bit, which was sort of important to the plot, and then she, goes away. I thought she was going to come back for the third act because that would have made more sense, but she doesn't. It feels like her role in the movie was maybe set up for another movie or a spin-off or a show or the fourth one or whatever it was. It kind of feels like we haven't seen the last of her. Kate... I believe her, I don't know how to pronounce her first name, so I'm just going to give it a shot anyway. Asia Kate Dillon? I think that's how you pronounce her Asia? I don't know if that's how you pronounce her first name. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Asia Kate Dillon was pretty awesome. When she comes into the movie, the story goes in a certain direction and we get introduced to this another part of this criminal underworld, which is what this movie does, like the second one did. It introduces a lot more of this criminal underworld. It brings a lot... I can't find the best word to describe it. It introduces a lot of new ideas, characters, and elements to this criminal underworld. Some were interesting, but concerning Kate Dillon and where the story goes when she's introduced, I liked that part. I liked her reason, her character's reason for being in this movie, right? Being the plot and her mission, her character's mission. Moving on to the third act. I can't remember the actor's name, but this guy who plays a part in the movie, he was one of the better parts of the movie, but the fight that he has with John Wick in the third act, I don't know why. I mean, I'd imagine most people would love what they did with his character in that third act, fighting John Wick, playing around with the idea of him being a fan. Yeah. I'd imagine most people would like that twist to a fight scene, but I was kind of either or on it. I don't want to go into too much detail because I kind of already have. But I don't know. I guess I just have to see this movie a couple more times to really cement my opinions on it, because I really don't know where I stand on it. I do like it, okay? I'm pretty sure that the more I watch it, the more I'll like it, but at the same time, I will pinpoint more of my problems with it. So, what did you think of the movie? If you're watching this review, and I hope to, I don't know, hear you guys' thoughts on the movie. Maybe give me some perspective, because I'm really having a hard time thinking about this movie. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.